Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle and I'm Elvis Lass here on YouTube, and today it's a chatty one and it's about something that I found on the internet. Now, my friend shared this. It was Leslie, and I went straight on and had a look at what it was all about, and it says 7 things that we know about Baz Luhrmann Elvis movie. Now, what Leslie added onto that post was we need a trailer. Yeah, we don't know much at all. We hardly know anything. All we need is a trailer to add to it. But because Elvis the movie is coming out this year, June 24th, 2022, and we need to generate some interest in it, some excitement, then I just thought I'd pop this onto my channel as a chatty one. So yeah, hi, nice to see you here. So it's Baz Luhrmann's Elvis movie, 7 quick things we know about the biopic, and that is what we know so far, but we need to know so many more facts, don't we? So bear that in mind as we're going through these. They're not adding much to our lives, but it's just generating a little bit of interest. Okay, and remember to go and follow Baz Luhrmann on all of his socials, because he puts up a lot of stuff on there, and guaranteed he's going to put up the trailer at some point. I was like doing like this Google search, I don't know if you guys do it, but how long do they put a trailer before the movie? And it said for like a music movie it'd be like 122 days or something like that, which takes us into the middle of February. Yes, I did spend the time and tried to work that out. So 4 months before, which is 122 days. So we're looking at like the middle of February that it might be out. So Baz, is that the case? If anybody's watching from the Baz production, because I'm sure that they look up searches for this movie. If you are, is it February? And if it is, yeah, I'll be glad if I'm right. Okay, so let's have a look. So it says here, Baz and Tom Hanks have teamed up for one of the most highly anticipated 2022 movies, which deals with the life and fame of Elvis Presley. Baz Luhrmann and Tom Hanks are both renowned artists. Now, of course, Tom Hanks is like an amazing actor, and Baz has done things like Moulin Rouge, Romeo and Juliet, I mean, amazing stuff. And this Elvis Presley project has the potential to be another career high for both of them. It's been many years in the making, but fans of Baz Luhrmann, Tom Hanks, Elvis Presley, or all three, will finally see the movie come to the big screen in 2022. So yeah, if you think about it like that, we have Elvis fans, we have Tom Hanks fans, we have Baz Luhrmann fans, we have Austin Butler fans. So there's loads of people coming at this movie from different angles, which is pretty amazing. I can't wait for that part. Before Baz Luhrmann's Elvis Presley movie comes to a theatre near you, it's time to look at some of the things we know about it so far. So, Baz Luhrmann Elvis Presley movie premieres on June 24th, 2022. It's a Friday, I've checked. So I am going for the first one in the morning, and then I'm going back again in the afternoon with my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law. Now, the reason why I'm doing it twice is the first time you just can't take it in because you'll be too excited. The second time I'll be able to really take it in and take the facts in. Now, on the day I will do a vlog of going to the cinema, what my reaction is straight after the first one, and then my reaction straight after the second viewing. So join me on the vlog because I'll be there, and I'll put it up that night as well. I'll edit it and put it up. No matter what's happening on the Friday, I am going to be there. I will cancel everything. 2014, The Wrap broke the story that Warner Brothers Pictures and Baz were negotiating a deal for him to direct a movie about the life of Elvis Presley. However, production went into high gear in 2019. By August of that year, Warner Brothers planned to release the movie on October 1st, but the pandemic caused filming and release dates to be a bit uncertain. Now, if you remember as well, Tom Hanks and Rita were out there filming, and they both got COVID and were restricted to what they were doing. It was kind of a scary time, wasn't it? So it would have been over and done with by now. We would have had the movie by October 1st, which is kind of mad. We don't. So by April 2020, the film had moved to November 5th, 2021. And in one of my original videos that I put up about the movie, I think I state that date. Then in January 21, the film was set to premiere on June 3rd, 2022. It was announced in November that the Elvis Presley film would premiere in theatres on June 24th, 2022. Warner Brothers announced in August that all the films would be exclusively premiere in theatres for a 45-day window and then become available on HBO Max. This likely means that Baz Luhrmann's Elvis Presley movie will appear on HBO Max by the end of August 2022. So if you can't get to your local theatre, or you can't go to the cinema for whatever reason that there is, or you don't feel safe yet to go there, then you can see it. It's going to be out August 22, so everybody will be satisfied with it. even if you don't get to the theatre or the cinema. Austin Butler stars as Elvis Presley in Baz Luhrmann's film. In July 2019, Deadline officially revealed that Austin Butler would take the role of the King. Now remember, there was lots of other people who went in to get this role. There was Butler, Harry Styles, Ansel Elgort, Aaron Taylor Johnson and Miles Teller. So here's two of them. Here's Harry Styles, and I'll pick another one. Here's Miles Teller. So, and now here's Austin Butler, who got the role. Butler's appeared in many film and television series, but this upcoming Elvis movie could make him a big household name. Luhrmann already spoke about Butler's performance in the film. In an interview, he said, Austin is going to make himself a superstar. He is phenomenal in the movie, and I don't usually say anything about the performances in my movies, but he is phenomenal. The cast of Baz Luhrmann's Elvis Presley movie includes ensemble led by Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks joined the movie project long before Austin Butler had the role of the famed singer. Hanks plays Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom Parker. Maggie Gyllenhaal and Rufus Sewell were originally attached. I think I mentioned that in one of my videos, but as well in previous. But now it's going to be Richard Roxburgh and Helen Thompson who took the roles. I think that was all about schedules with the coronavirus and things in the pandemic. The Elvis Presley film also includes other familiar names such as David Wenham and Luke Bracey. Kevin Harrison Jr. also has a major role, and he plays B.B. King. Olivia DeJonge plays the role of Elvis Presley's ex-wife, Priscilla Presley. And the cast of Baz Luhrmann's Elvis Presley film combines established musicians with up-and-coming artists. So according to a Deadline source, Luhrmann wanted to mix well-known music stars with rising talents. So the supporting roles in Baz's Elvis Presley film include Grammy winners and nominees such as Gary Clark Jr. as Arthur Big Boy Crudup and Yola as Sister Rosetta Tharpe. The lesser-known musicians include Shonka Durecki as Big Mama Thornton, Shannon Sanders and Jordan Holland. Okay, so Baz released a teaser for his Elvis Presley movie in November, and he posted a teaser on Twitter. It was also on Instagram, and Austin Butler also shared it. If you're interested, Austin Butler is on Instagram. He posted the teaser trailer. He hasn't posted anything else, so I'm thinking the trailer will come out on his Instagram also. It just shows the back of Austin Butler's head and various scenes from the movie. So I'm showing you it now here. It's only 19 seconds and features Elvis's song Suspicious Minds in the background, which I hope you can see. The clip also ends with the initial TCB, which is obviously taking care of business, which was Elvis Presley's personal mantra. Though Baz Luhrmann's movie is still officially untitled, many assume that TCB or Taking Care of Business will be the name of the film, but I've also heard people say it will be called Elvis. So taking bets now, who thinks it's going to be TCB, who thinks it's going to be Elvis, who thinks it's going to be something different? Pop down in the comments below, what are your name thoughts? I'd love to hear from you. So, also, Baz Luhrmann Elvis Presley's movie was filmed in Queensland. So the movie began filming in March 2020 but had to halt production after Tom Hanks contracted coronavirus. And then it officially resumed in 2020 in September. And Luhrmann told Australia, a local newspaper or a local television programme, it's KFTV, that Australia was one of the great filmmaking locations in the world. In an interview with Australian Financial Review, Baz discussed how Australia is having a major moment in the film industry, which is exciting for Australia, I hope. And then he shared how the location affected how he feels about his Elvis movie. Just when I think I've seen or experienced it all, I end up making a film about Elvis by myself on the Gold Coast and being wowed by it. It's energised and enlivened me to find myself at an age back in a place not unlike where I grew up. Just kind of cool for Baz. Okay, so Baz Luhrmann's film depicts 20 years of Elvis Presley's life. In many of Deadline's cast announcement, the synopsis of the film revealed that it depicts 20 years of Elvis's life. Starting from his humble beginnings, he confirmed in his Australian Financial Review, he said that the film will be less about Elvis and more about showcasing American life. So it says, when I look at, and this is in speech marks, so this is by Baz, when I look at musical biography, it's not really about the life. I'm not about lionising Elvis. I just saw him as the best canvas on which to explore America in the modern age, the 50s, the 60s and the 70s. Luhrmann also gave more plot details, including the heart of the Elvis film. I saw the story of the Colonel and Elvis as a really great prism through which to explore the latter part of the 20th century. Elvis represents what happens when a kid lives in one of 4 designated white houses in a black community. Something new comes about, a fusion between country, American music, African American music, gospel and country, and Western music. He also went to explain more about the film, especially with Tom Hanks. The Colonel represents that other quality in America, the big sale. The tension between the two is great when they're in balance, but when they're thrown out of balance, it just becomes about exploiting and selling. It ceases to be creative. Then the world's out of whack, and the world seemed to move that way some years ago. And it ends with, the Elvis Presley movie will sure have people talking. He also assured people that Austin Butler and Tom Hanks both gave stellar performances. If the release date isn't changed, expect to see Elvis movie in theatres on June 24th, 2022. You see there, the end part really confuses me, because you've got that whole thing about seeing it through the lens, or seeing it through a prism of Americana and the big sale, also when it's working and when it's not. So, and I get all that, but then I thought, then you saw the teaser, and there was none of that. It was just Elvis completely. It was about Elvis. There was no prisms. There was no anything else. It was just 50s, 60s, and 70s. So yeah, it really, really interests me. So, they are 7 things from Cinema Blend that they have brought to us about Baz Luhrmann's new biopic, Elvis biopic. What do you all think? Are you excited? What are your thoughts? Everything that you're thinking, put down in the comments below. My thoughts are, I'm nervously excited. I'm nervous about what the movie's going to bring us. I'm nervous about how they're going to treat Elvis. I'm nervous about the whole Colonel and Elvis thing. And I'm nervous because this is the last chance saloon. This is the last one we're going to have of Elvis as a movie. And I think it has to be done right. He's got a lot of pressure on his shoulders, Baz. I do like his style. I love his cinematic style. I think it's going to be a big, costume-rich, flavoursome looking kind of movie. I think that's a guarantee. We're going to have authentic looks. We're going to have amazing costumes. It's just whether the storyline is correct. And that's all we need. We just need an honest portrayal of Elvis with a lot of heart, and then we're going to love it if it's truthful and not anything sensationalist. Alright, thanks very much for joining me on the 7 little things we know about the movie so far. See you when the trailer comes out very, very soon. Bye everyone.